Good evening, everyone. So I was told to tell you guys about this. This is of importance. I don't know if anybody has been eating in their dreams and whatnot, or they could have eaten some in the physical. So this is for the physical here on earth food, and it's for the spiritual food that somebody may have consumed or could be consuming in their dreams, because witches and stuff like that will try to feed you stuff, and demons will also do the same thing so that they can plant seeds inside of your soul, to get you to come into agreement with something, and they'll feed you food to get some kind of access to you. We're not supposed to be eating off the devil's table, off the enemy's plate, off of their stuff, right? And this is something that shocked me whenever I did this, but this works for the physical realm here if you ate something here, and it works for the dream state. So one day, this is for the physical part. One day I had went out of town, and I went and got some food from a market or whatnot. And I got vegetables and fruits and things like that. I got the things I normally eat, just a few little things I knew I could eat and stuff. Because it's some stuff that I'm not supposed to be consuming at all. And I went to check out, and the whole system in the store shut down. Like, they was like, everything is shut down. I don't know when it's gonna be back up. All of this and that. And so I was like, man, it was full of people too, y'all. I was already at the back of the line. And so I put my stuff up, put it up, and I had to leave. I said, let me find something else to eat. The thing is, though, I could have waited. I could have waited an extra hour before I got home to get something to eat, but I didn't. I went to this, I ain't gonna say what place, but I went to this place that sells burgers and fries and whatnot. And I ended up getting a burger. I'm not supposed to be eating from the certain specific places. I'm not supposed to be eating there. It ain't McDonald's, okay? That's one thing that's for sure off limits for me. But I went there and I ate some food. I already felt convicted from eating it. I'm like, man, I wasn't supposed to eat that. I knew on my said I was not supposed to eat that. And not even 24 hours later, I was sick. I ended up getting sick and coughing and everything else. And it didn't seem to want to live. Like, the illness, it lasted for days at a time. And so one day when I was walking, I was like, I regurgitate and I vomit up all demonic food in Jesus' name. And as soon as I said that, I yawned, and then the illness lifted off of me. I felt better instantly. You can also use that if you eat something in your dreams. Say, I rebuke, or you could say, I vomit up all demonic food in Jesus' name. Or you could say, I regurgitate all demonic food and drink in Jesus' name. And that is a form of self-deliverance. It's a form of taking yourself through deliverance and renouncing it as well. You say, I renounce and denounce all demonic food in Jesus' name. And like I said, I yawned and I got it out. Now, if you are not sure whether you ate or not, you can still incorporate this in your prayer in the morning. Whenever you get up, if you pray in the morning and things, we all supposed to pray in the morning. I pray in the morning. You can say, I regurgitate any demonic food in Jesus' name. I throw up or I vomit up all demonic food and drink in Jesus' name. And you will be taking yourself through deliverance and removing that seed that the enemy has planted inside of your soul. Once that seed sprouts, it would be harder to get it out. But as soon as I said that, that's when the illness, the sickness that I had got, it felt like I had poisoned myself. So I be having to be very careful about where I eat and all of that. I can't eat certain stuff. It felt like I had poisoned myself, and I said, I would never do that again. I would I don't care how hungry I think I am, because I really wasn't even that hungry. I could have waited. I could have waited till I got home and then ate. And I could have just drunk my water, but I was like, man, I'm already out. Let me go. And I said, well, it's just one little thing. And so I ate it and ended up real sick. Ended up sick, coughing, throat was hurting, eyes was burning, all types of stuff. It felt like I poisoned myself. But once I said that, everything lifted and I felt better. And yeah, this was a while back. And you can try that too, but this is for somebody, okay? If you are eating in the physical, and if you're eating in your dreams certain food. If you caught yourself eating something in a dream and you weren't supposed to eat, say that and you take yourself through deliverance. And remember when I told you guys that we have a garden inside of our soul? We have like branches inside of our soul that connect to different things within our body. And so if it plants itself in certain spaces, it poisons whatever it plants itself at. So you have to keep these things in mind. It will, if it plants in a certain space, it's going to poison that area. If you have any demonic seeds planted, those, all of them have to be uprooted and pulled out, okay? And so this is why. And if you use your mouth to speak and to rebuke and renounce, it makes it have to lift up. It has to lift up. It has to budge. This is why our words are powerful and the enemy doesn't want us to speak. But you have to use your words, and you have to have faith and prayer. And sometimes you may have to say it over and over again until that thing lifts. You have to say it about a few times, maybe once, twice, a few times until it lifts, and then it'll be plucked out. Make sure you guys are using your words to fight against all of this stuff. And this is one of the reasons why the enemy didn't want me to speak. He don't want us to talk. A lot of times he don't want us to say anything. He want to get rid of certain words and language because they are powerful and it can deliver us from a bunch of stuff if we just use them. And God tell us you got to use your mouth. And just like what God was telling me, you've been quiet long enough. Now I have to speak. And let me tell y'all something. This transformation that he has put me through, it's been very eye-opening and surprising. I was not expecting any of this at all, for nothing that I'm doing right now. Nothing that I'm doing. And I told God, I said, my whole life is different. Everything is different. Even though he put me back in the same place I grew up in, it's even different. Everything is different. And when I said that to him, he played a song in my spirit. He played My Whole Life Has Changed. He played that. He played it with the beat and everything. I was like, wow. I said, let me go listen to this. And when I listened to the lyrics, I hadn't heard the song in years. I went and listened to the lyrics. I said, this sounds just like me and him. It sounds like my relationship with God and how it's been. That's a song by Genuine, by the way. But he played that song in my spirit when I told him that everything was different, that my whole life has changed. And he played that in my spirit, y'all. It was so sweet. And so I'm like, okay. Oh, by the way, me and God got a song. It ain't that song, but we got a song. You know, whenever you grow your relationship with him, y'all have songs and everything else that is like, remind y'all each other, and it's talking about you and his relationship. It's more of intimacy with God than anything, right? But yes, make sure you guys are using your words. This is the reason why the enemy wanted me silent. He wanted me silent. There was times to be silent. There was a time to be quiet, and there was a time to speak. There was a time to do all of that. Not silent forever. You know, I'm doing stuff right now I didn't think I would be doing. So make sure, guys. But he told me to give you guys this. So you guys have a blessed day. Love you. Bye.